all of us want to be successful. And I hear a lot of talk about success nowadays, what is success and how to know if you're successful and all that. And unfortunately, they've misunderstood what success is. And I'm talking to the Muslims. I'm talking about the Islamic standard of success and what is the definition of success. Today they say if you want to know if you're successful, you gotta have money, lots of money, and you gotta have the best of cars, and you have to fly business class, and you have to own an expensive watch and the best clothes and the best shoes and the best women even. And young Muslims are getting affected by this. They're actually believing this. Sallallahu al-afiyah. May Allah forgive us all and guide us all. According to Islam, this is not success. This is far away from success. As a matter of fact, this can be failure. And Allah Azza wa Jal, doesn't He love us? Of course He does. He loves the pious people, the people who have submitted to Him. And Allah told us about success. He said in the Quran, He said, قَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ تَزَكَّى وَذَكَرَ اسْمَ رَبِّهِ فَصَلَّى. The successful people are the ones who have purified themselves from shirk, from disobedience, from associating anything with Allah, from bid'ah, from wickedness. These are the successful people. And then He said, وَذَكَرَ اسْمَ رَبِّهِ فَصَلَّى. And he remembered and uttered the name of Allah, and he has prayed to Him, submitted to Him. And Allah said, قَدْ أَفْلَحَ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ. The believers are successful. Then He elaborated. He said, الَّذِينَ هُمْ فِي صَلَاتِهِمْ خَاشِعُونَ. The ones that are praying with mindfulness, with focus. They're into their salah, into their prayer. This is success. Don't think that success is about perishable materialistic things. This is not our paradise. Ultimate success is what? Going into paradise. The Prophet ﷺ told us that this life is the paradise of the kafir, of the non-Muslim. Not our paradise. Paradise is later in the hereafter. Now let me tell you about the most successful of people in this world. The first one is Muhammad ﷺ. He's the most successful of people. Do you dare say no? Of course not. Now, in his life, did he preach about making money a priority? Did he tell the Sahaba, make the most dinars and dirhams, and get the best of camels, and get the best of turbans, and get as many slaves as possible, and get as many women as possible? He never said that. Never said that. Bil'aks, he warned against that. And he himself never owned anything like that. Sometimes he would be well off, sometimes he would be very poor. He wouldn't even have any food in his home. And he said, alayhi salatu wasalam, in one hadith, Wallahi, I do not fear poverty on you, but I fear that this world will open up to you, just like it opened up to the people before you. And that you will make it a priority in your life, just like the people before you made it a priority. And you will compete for this life, just like the people before you competed. And it will destroy you, just like it destroyed the people before you. And you have to understand, these perishable things, it's not about success. You cannot measure success like that as a Muslim. Some people might say, okay, fine. Some companions were very rich. Yes, but they didn't make it a priority. They didn't talk about it. They didn't preach about it. It came, sustenance. It's rizq from Allah. And subhanAllah, you see this. Some people do all the means necessary. Everything they do, all the work. They work hard day and night, blood and sweat. But they're not rich. They fail in this category. Khalas, it's rizq from Allah. Allah did not write your rizq for you. Did not write that will that you are rich in this life. Doesn't mean that you are a failure. This is from Allah. And you don't complain. You accept. سَمِعْنَا وَأَطَعْنَا. This is what Iman is. You submit to Allah. Allah has written this sustenance, this wealth for you. You accept it. Allah made you rich. You accept it. But don't make it a priority. Some of the Sahaba were very rich. Abu Bakr as-Siddiq was rich. Abdurrahman ibn Auf was rich. Umar wasn't rich. Umar was very poor. Umar would patch his clothes. Khalifa and president, he would patch his thawb because he was that poor. He didn't care about money. He didn't care about anything. He cared about what? What did these people care about? You tell me. The Prophet and the companions. What was success to these people? Success is what you stand up for. Your belief. When you stand up for something and you sacrifice anything for it and you make it the top priority. I'm talking about what? Submitting to Allah. This is success. When you stand up for that and you make it your priority and you make it the top thing in your life and all the determination is for that, then this is success. Umar radiallahu anhu said, Allah honored you with Islam. And if you seek honor from other than Islam, then Allah will humiliate you. Because our success, ultimate success, is paradise in the hereafter, not now. So if you want a paradise that's here, Allah will humiliate you. This is not for you. Allah did not make that for you. Accept it. Imam Ahmad, was he a successful person? Yes, he was. What did he stand up for? He didn't stand up for money or fame or anything like that. He was trialed heavily by Allah. The ruler at that time tortured him, jailed him, and just told him to say one thing. Just say that the Quran is created, not the word of Allah, and I will let you go. But he stood up for that. He said, no, I cannot do that. This is against my aqeedah. This is against my belief and my standards. I'm not going to do it. I don't care. Kill me. I don't care. And today, we benefit from that. How? Because he preserved our belief in the Quran that it is the word of Allah. It is the speech of Allah. It is not something that is created. Imam Bukhari would travel a month. Imagine a month on a camel, not in a plane or a ship or a car with AC and, stops everywhere, petrol stations and diners and all that. No, he traveled. Hot weather, dangerous. Doesn't know even if he's risking his life. For what? For money? For fame? For more slaves or whatever? No. He went just to get one hadith of the Prophet. One hadith, one statement of the Prophet. He wants it so he can write it down and say this is what the Prophet said. So the people after him, the Muslims today, even today, we benefit from him. Isn't this success? This is success. Imam Bukhari, you know that only 4 people prayed on his janazah because of a calamity that happened in his time, and people deserted him, thought that he was a deviant. Was he a failure? Did he fail? No, absolutely not. He was the best of people in his time. Ibn Taymiyyah, Shaykhul Islam, the Shaykh of Islam, Ibn Taymiyyah. See all these books behind me? It's all his work. All of it is his work. And this is, by the way, they say this is 5% of his work. A lot of his work was destroyed because of the wars and things that happened in his time. And some of his work is actually taken and hidden. And subhanallah. This man didn't own a donkey in his life. A donkey, he didn't own it. He had, when he died, he said that he just owned his thawb. That's it. Nothing else. He doesn't have anything. His sister would say that he would walk into my house and I would know that he didn't eat for maybe a week, like a real meal. Doesn't even have food to eat. Shaykhul Islam, one of the most successful people in history. What are you talking about? Success is money and all that, assets and all that. These are perishable things. It's not going to make you successful. Success is, like I said, what's within, not the external factors. This is not success. And it's a beautiful thing what he said, Shaykh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah, rahimahullah. When they jailed him, he was also trialed heavily. They jailed him one time. And he said, ماذا يفعل أعدائي بي? What will my enemies do to me? Like, he doesn't care. What will they do to me? If they jail me, it's good. I'm free from anything. I'll sit and focus on my work, writing and all that, and worshipping Allah. And if they kill me, no problem. I'm a martyr, shaheed. It's good. طيب, if they deport me, kick me out of my country, tell me to go, I'm a tourist. I'll go and visit places and see places. That's good. Indestructible. How can you hurt this man? You can't. That's success. And then he said, أنا جنتي في صدري. My paradise, my success, my satisfaction, my happiness is in my heart. This is what a Muslim should stand up for. Shouldn't stand up for money or all that nonsense. Fine, if it comes, it comes. But don't make it a priority. Don't make it a priority. This is where you fail. This is where you fail. And that's why Allah Azza wa Jal never mentioned dunya, worldly things, in a positive way in the Quran. Never. Always when he mentions worldly things, he mentions it with piety. He mentions it that you use it in a good way. Doesn't make it a priority. Doesn't make it a priority. Anyways, may Allah make us all successful in this life and in the hereafter.